Well, we've dealt a huge blow to the Empire. Without any more espers, they can't create Magitech armor or infuse people with magic, turning this into more of a war of attrition. Yeah, Magitech armor is powerful, and certainly still got a lot of them, but with the battle mages that we have with Magicite now, and the people of Narsh on our side, it should be going much better. It's just gonna take a while. But that's boring, so let's see what they actually have in plan. Yeah, I mean, don't even forget about Figaro's machinery. They might have Magitech, but we got regular tech. That works. How could you not possibly have enough manpower? Look, here's the thing. Everybody hates the Empire. Everybody hates the Empire. Now, if they learn that they no longer have the ability to get their overpowered nonsense anymore, it's like I think that a lot more people would join your side. Even with the control over the entirety of the southern continent, all you would need to do is just to tell them, hey, they can't use magic anymore. But I guess, whatever. Again, maybe kind of the more boring solution to just... I would like to see that. I think not enough games do that sort of thing, where if you literally just fight through 1,000 fights against regular soldiers or something, you could end this war just by yourselves. Because I could do it. I mean, especially with how experience works and everything, and the amount of grinding that I've been doing. Wink, wink. I could make that happen. Sure. Locke with the Genji glove is already enough to take out maybe a fourth of their army just by themselves. Or their armors, whatever. Significantly less powerful when they're in the hands of the enemy rather than ourselves. I mean, the espers probably will help, but I don't know. Well, anyway, time for an elixir. It's always time for an elixir. Eastern edge of the Empire. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, Screeching Halt. I think that we have more than enough stuff. Fine. Look, Terra will do it. So we already know what the inside of the gate looks like and everything. They were able to establish that in a little backstory last time. So the assets are already there. I guess we might as well go check them out. Sure, whatever. Also, get to see a little bit more of the dizzying airship travel that this is. Whee! Also, once again, good track, but, I mean, it shouldn't be surprising. Final Fantasy VI has a lot of good tracks in it. Come on, can't I just go down right here? Gotta find some location that they'll actually want to land the airship in, which is not always the easiest of things. Anyway. I don't think we saw Ralph's. Also here, let's just fight, do a traditional battle. I switch it back to traditional windows, let's do a traditional battle. It's kind of boring, to be honest, compared to some of the other options you have, but it is the default one, so... Classically, this is how you see Final Fantasy. Just how it is. Yeah. I mean... Yeah. Look, I know you see this as your only option, but I think once this happens, you know... Maybe rethink your strategy a little bit. Because they couldn't make this more obvious. Then again, I guess with the destruction of the Magitech factory, it could just be that everybody is back. You know, they're kind of concentrating their troops lest somebody does do a big attack, which they are literally planning to do right now. So maybe it is, you know, strike while the iron is hot and all that. So maybe it's not as bad of an idea as I think. I don't know. What a big bridge. Anyway... Cave to the sealed gate. And I have really been, of course, lauding the game for being pretty good about not having traditional dungeons and, you know, doing something a little bit more interesting with them. Well, here's Lava Cave. Here it is, everybody. Take a look. It here. It really here. Well, it's fine, though. It shouldn't be too long now that I know actually where I'm going. Wow, these things got a lot of resistances to magic, don't they? Fine, fair enough. I did manage to go back and buy everything proper now. That's not going to stop me from just using that in the first place, but yeah, whatever. Some kind of interesting looking monsters here. I'm not even entirely sure what these things are supposed to be. Man. All right, well, fine. I also ground up, so I got a whole bunch of different magics out here as well. That's with a CK, by the way. So people should have the ability to use, like, a bunch of different things, as you can tell. Bam, hit him. As well as I think everybody having at least one cure on them, so should make this a lot easier to go through some of these areas. Regardless, I still got the Warp Stone, so I guess that doesn't matter too much now, does it? Oh, what? I got... Oh, you also got life. Shouldn't forget about that. Yeah, that was another thing that I really wanted to get because, you know, reviving is important. Well, reviving is important when it actually... Wow. I guess it just had a lot of defense. Sure. Why not? Well, reviving is important when you have somebody able to then actually heal them immediately, because otherwise they just die again. It's pretty cool. Also, this, which I don't even know what this is. Like, what is happening here, Final Fantasy? You gotta tell me, because I don't understand. Oh, I suppose I should go grab that if I got the chance. Yeah, X potion's nice, I guess. Okay. Think of it like this, you know, it's an effect of the Espers. They cause magic wooden planks. That's the best I can do. Okay, well. Oh, Demi actually wouldn't be too bad if I can actually smack him with it. Let's take a look. Fire, I think, you know, we are talking about. Well, I guess Sabine's kind of like the one who maybe could use a little bit more stuff here. I didn't even see if that actually worked or not. Zombie should be weak against fire, is what I'm trying to say. And drills. But I mean, everything's weak against a drill, if you think about it. There we go. Yeah, I mean, as powerful as I am, hey, there you go. Okay, so I guess Sabine just had a whole bunch of skills he was learning from an Esper there that I didn't really pay too much attention to. What do we got? Bio, Break, Doom. He could probably stand to learn Cure. 4 times rate means that I think every time I get one of those magic points for fighting a battle, it is times 4% that he gets back up there. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. It's not the clearest thing. And we're already back to starting to skip battles. Good stuff, you know? Now, I do believe I want to hit this here. That is one sneaky switch. Not the easiest thing to see. And that opens that up right there. Because it is a Genji glove. Hell yeah, dude. Who's gonna get it? Well, not you. I mean, well, not in that screen. Yeah, do I really need the Zephyr cape? No, we're gonna just go get the Genji glove again. Yeah, come on, dude. It's the easiest thing. It's the easiest decision to be making. Well, anyway, the entire thing with this dungeon that makes it even somewhat difficult to kind of figure out what's going on is the presence of sneaky switches, so, yeah. Well, this is interesting. Not quite the sort of return of Shadow that I was hoping for, but I guess here we are. Drill him. Drop a train on him, Edgar. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, yeah, man, he's really hitting me pretty hard. But I mean, having like Cure on multiple characters now is helping so much. Hey, there you go. Nice. Nuts! The Grand Stairway, the plaza beneath the Grand Stairway. And then it's not even an animation, he just kind of disappears. Delete actor ninja. Okay, there, he's gone. Alright, let's just... I've got a whole bunch of these potions for good reason, after all. Oh, well, there's another one here, too. Much nicer. I'm mad. Anyway, I guess can't be helped now, can it? I'll also take a quick save here as well. Just to be sure. I mean, we've been like 5 seconds into the dungeon, but you know. I'm just glad that the bridge didn't drop out from under us this time. Well, I don't really remember exactly what Nuts Zombie gave you for doing his little side quest, but if I remember it, I guess I'll try to do it. Okay, come on, I can't see anything in here. I mean, it was just go left, right, but still. Hey, it's not even time for an elixir. Still managed to get one anyway. Alright. I think it's just going to be, like, continue going to the right. This is certainly a place to be sticking the gate leading to the Esper world in. Well, what do you got? Magicite. Okay, there's like 2 different, someone's random Espers, which I guess is cool. I don't know. The Esper summons are pretty powerful, but I don't know if it's worth taking out an item just... You know, these elemental weapons are pretty good, but now that things are actually getting resistances and able to heal off of it, it's making it a little bit more questionable to have them equipped all the time. Hey, wasn't this from the very beginning of the game? I think so. Yeah, I guess. It doesn't really look too much like a gate, but it's also very dark. I can't see it very well. Also, localized thunder, entirely in this cave. It's a big cave, I guess. Counting on you, Terra. To do what? I don't know. Wait a second. I recognize that clown laughter. Well, yeah, obviously. It's like, how can you not see this coming? Hey, Kefka, I got a drill this time. I should really go get that chainsaw, by the way. I mean, I don't know if I would say let, but again, it was very obvious. All right. Go back and start casting Ice 2 or whatever. Okay. I mean, I think you'll find that it's going to be a little bit more of a bloodbath than you'd expect. Also, capture real quick. I don't know how long I'm going to be in this fight. Wait, that's it? I punched him once, and it's just like, okay, that took long enough. Maybe feels like there was supposed to be more of a boss fight there or something. Oh no, I'm back for round 2. Wouldn't be an RPG if characters weren't surprised at a door opening. The fact that Kefka is still smiling when he's on the ground really speaks to his character. Well, I guess they were a lot happier about helping out than I thought they would be. That, or there's a bunch of Espers now running around. Look, we just had this happen with Terra. Are we really going to go through the same storyline again? The answer is yes. It turned into a little skull or something. I fully expected that cutscene to keep going until the entirety of the gate was just covered in rocks. That said, we literally have a drill with us, but I suppose the Espers running around is maybe a little bit more of a pressing issue. No, also, hey, one of the other things that warp stones do, making that real easy. Actually, so that's going to save a lot of time in this episode. Yeah, I think I still got like a good... Obviously, what I've been doing is kind of practicing up... Oh, right, you just go through here. Obviously, like, what I've been doing is I've at least been playing through the game for each section that I've been doing, and I got a little bit more of the episode left here. It's not going to end after 20 minutes. I swear if we get attacked on this ship again... Ah, damn it. The Cosmos? Oh, of course. You like that you are able to see all of the Espers as they look if you are actually going to be battling them, or whenever you summon them. They do have their own sprites. Yeah, so angry that they caused the entirety of the screen to become blood red, which is pretty cool. I like that effect. They should use it more often. Easy come, easy go, eh? I mean, I'd like to say that what's happening right now isn't actually what's happening, but no, I do lose control over the airship here. It was so convenient. I could just go right over to the next area and grind on all the monsters. It was great. Because that place does exist in the world, and it does have all of the same encounters as what's going to be coming up. It's just, you know, can't really get there without an airship now. Also stuck on the southern continent, which is the bad one. Because of the whole hostile troops everywhere and everything. You know how it goes. Hey, unusable party members. Still hanging out? Cool, cool, cool. Happy to see that. They're not unusable. Cyan's pretty good. Anyway. Gotta get up to Vector. Hoofing it the old-fashioned way. And I guess since we're down here, let's go check out, what is this? Yeah, Miranda. This place. Nobody likes the Empire. Why do we need to bring a bunch of Espers here? We could just ask these guys. Having dogfights in the middle of town. That's ridiculous. And also lecherousness? Come on. It would not take too much to be like, hey guys, we took down their factory. You want to come fight with us? Not enough manpower. Unless, like, the Empire has as many people as I've been fighting, but every other one of the towns literally has as many NPCs that exist in there. But then as soon as they start fighting, they should turn into, like, 5 to 6 more people each. Well, I guess that's still not that much compared to what the Empire has. It's just how it is. Well, anyway, almost there here. See what sort of disaster has been wrought upon the capital of the Empire. Oh no, everything's on fire. Hey, for once it's not my own base that's on fire, it's the enemies. This game is subverting all the trends. You guys got here quick. Like, I'm very impressed. Like, you were right on the maybe they're just like waiting outside of the kingdom or something. Man. Now, I know what they meant by that, but it's just like, we didn't do this. Is a good line. Really? I think it might have something to do with the fact that I destroyed all of his cool magical stuff and then also set his entire house on fire. I mean, he's a little bit more willing to talk at this point. Somehow I'm not surprised. Gestal! It's been some time. We saw that one flashback and, yeah, I bet. They put that up with the episode of Phantom. I'm just trying to think of something to say about Persona 5. Anyway. Yeah, that's just seeing what Terra did. It's like, that makes sense. Yes, you did. Oh, shut up. Look, I don't trust Gestal at all. We saw what he was like when he kidnapped Terra. It's like he's clearly backed into a corner and has been forced to do this. That said, it is a little bit more diplomatic of an ending than what you normally expect here. Yeah. All right, I guess. This, okay, whatever. Now, I know this is the whole thing where it's just like, you don't just have constant sections where you're just going to talk to people in town, and then dungeon, and then town and dungeon. You actually get like some change up in terms of gameplay and everything. I don't know if this is necessarily is quite what we're looking at, but hey, Kefka's actually been imprisoned for the war crimes he committed. You know, the war crimes he committed. I'm glad that somebody... Mega armor, cool. I'm glad that even they recognize that here, even though I do not believe it's, again, a political move rather than being something that I think Gestal even believes in at all. Anyway, +1 person talk to. Okay, great. Well, anyway. I mean, of course, it's like the game is far from over, but this is a surprising little denouement, all things considered. You know, compared to what you would normally expect. Well, the Empire might not... Yeah, okay. I mean, you're right. But still. +1 person talk to. I don't... The greatest tragedy. +1 person talk to again. My entire family is dead. +1. Yeah, this is the place where the opening cutscene took place. Yeah, it's also where we got the. Well, actually, let's take a look real quick. Are the claws still there? Nah, they're too far up to really see. Those weird, wacky claws grabbed onto the boat and shook it around as its biggest attack. So it's like, how does that even work? And it's like, yeah, you're right, but also, hey, I mean, it's not like you have very stable footing on an airship. You could be thrown. Yeah, no, it's... If it was going to just grab the deck of the ship, it might as well have, like, tipped it over or something. Might as well have grabbed one of the party members. That would have maybe made a little bit more sense. Already done that a few times, as it turns out. You hear about Ifrit and Shiva? No, we don't know the names of the actual Espers. Oh. Well, they were pretty tough. Trust me on that one. Nah, right, well... I think that's pretty much everybody, right? I don't think there's really too much of anything else to go check out. I could go look at the alternate entrance into this area, but... I think maybe this area wasn't really built for sprint shoes, you know? That might be sort of why I was able to get through it so fast. This is like the area down here? Because I don't think I can get through the guards over at the front of the building. So this is... Well, here, you guys count? No. Alright, let's just go chill in the throne room for a second. Yeah, maybe like I said, maybe one of the more contrived scenarios, but fine. Like I said, even though I'm not super engaged with the story or anything like that, I still invested in the story, I think is the word that I was trying to think of. I still can really respect like the pacing of this game. It's like I do really like how they constantly are trying to do fresh stuff and not just bogging you down with, you know, the dungeon town sort of thing. Also, as you can see, like in this cutscene, things are like actually happening. That's more than a lot of games. I know that like a lot of RPGs, this scenario, for example, can boast. Where it's like, there's often a time where it feels like, you know, you get the MacGuffins, but you never really feel like you're doing too much until you get all the MacGuffins and then you win. You know what? I'll give it to you guys. Whatever. I don't like you and I don't trust you, but this is your house. Well, execute seems a little bit harsh. Just say leave him in jail. Though, given the sort of person he is, I don't really think... Just, like, don't even let him stew in there. Just throw away the key. Well, that was pretty inexcusable. Look, I trust Cell. I was giving the game props for saying that it's just like, nobody even bought that for a second at the time. But now we're kind of getting like, maybe a little bit of... Kefka lies all the time. That's just like, why did we have to talk to your men? It's just like his thing. Sure, I beat a couple of them up. It's pretty cool. You know, let's just say okay. Whatever. The Espers have gone too far. We can't really just leave a bunch of these guys raging around. Did the exact same thing with Terra, after all. So, why did you start the war? Okay, fine. Yeah, I did dodge that question. I mean, he started the war because he's an evil bastard, but still. Sure. I'm not here to exhaust all of the dialogue that I possibly can. Sure, why not? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to continue otherwise. Oh, Special Forces. Oh, they're so terrifying. I told you having these battle mages was going to make everything super easy, especially now that I got 2 Genji gloves here. I think you get 8 attacks if you put 2 Genji gloves on the same person. I guess we thought indeed. Yeah. Okay. Not really. All that the war is truly over. Yeah. He's been backed into a corner, but at least it's like with Vector up in flames and also just being completely occupied by returners and everything, I don't really think there's too much more they can possibly do. Sure, let's go. Ah, General Leo. This, I don't even know what to make of his hair. Saw him for 5 seconds all the way back at Doma. All right, then that is the plan. That's good, because you guys kind of have like some of the best items on you right now. Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. I mean, you threw Kefka in jail. Throw him in jail as well, at least for a little while. Kind of start breaking up the army as it exists right now, so, you know, we don't have like 100 days scenario coming up here. Oh no, nobody's got on sprint shoes. Oh, this is the worst. Gotta fix that right now. Sure. No. Oh, thank God. Never let that happen again. Couldn't even imagine it. That's a weird reward, but sure. Cool. I mean, if you didn't do that, we would not have removed our troops from there. Okay, sure. Anyway, we got, only Terra and Locke in the party, but that's of course because they're they're intending to change up the party soon enough. I need to think that, guys, put out the fires already. This place should not have been, this place, why were we having dinner in a place that was literally still on fire? What sort of Mask of the Red Death nonsense is that? I can't even, like, what are you guys doing? We just sat over there, you know, hey, chatting about, like, oh, well, do you have any questions for me, you know, about, like, the war and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, the place outside is literally on fire. Like, the assumption was supposed to be that the returners probably fixed that as, you know, we're actively fighting the fires. No, they're just, everything's still on fire down there, eh? I guess it's meaningful for the symbolism of the entire thing, but it is absolutely absurd. If we come back there and that place is still on fire, I mean, I'm gonna find that incredibly amusing, but it's also like, come on, guys, you're really falling down on the job. Hey, it's Shadow. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna fire anybody, it would probably be the legendary assassin himself. And also Celis. Yeah, you know, it's not like she died. I mean, Kefka didn't, certainly. So she was just kind of like hanging out in the background for a bit. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, I guess I trust you on that one. After all, it's like that would be a very weird move by the Empire. I guess just one last insult to the rest of the world before everybody just gets killed, I guess, because what else would you do in that scenario? And by everybody, I mean everybody in the Empire. Because how are you going to allow that sort of thing to happen? Oh, we're just doing the whole tsundere thing. Obviously, we've had the... It's kind of like, as eye-rolling as it's been, they have been trying to set this up the entire game. Oh, big sad. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be a member for this upcoming thing, which is too bad, because I like her whole deal, and we also got a lot more match site to throw on her to give her some spells. So, you know, it'd be nice to have that. Hey, what's your deal? Yeah, okay. And yet they have magical power, which is pretty impressive just by itself. Told you, those jellyfish are... Man, what if we get back here and Gestalt has just installed like 100 jellyfish into the Magitech factory instead? It's like, this is working 1,000 times better than everything else we were doing. We should actually be thanking you for getting rid of all those espers. We've been planning to switch over to this for a while. Why is your town still on fire? Well, we never got around to that. Look, it's just a little smog and a little bit of, extra heat. Makes it way easier to cook food. I think we're going to keep them. Anyway, rest followed by resting again. Hey, General Leo, what's going on? Um... Okay, now it's just turning into hentai. Oh yeah, here we go. So they got to get Shadow as a permanent member on the team. Okay. Well, maybe not. Hey, he's still a good character. I like him. And he's the cool ninja guy. Come on. But, like, okay, come on now. Vomiting has been a pretty common thing in these last couple episodes, hasn't it? Anyway, over to Crescent Isle. Like I was saying, I was using this place as Grinding Central because I knew it was the upcoming area at the start of the episode. It didn't really matter too much. I mean, the one encounter with Kefka wasn't really a boss fight. That was just kind of a thing. And that's about it. It's not like it's too difficult to figure out what you're supposed to do on this island either. As soon as you get there, there is one landmark to go see. And that is all. You can even see it from right here. It's a town of one kind or another, just up in the upper right corner of the island. But first, you got snake dogs and land squids. The usual. Should probably go equip up Shadow, because I think that he had all of his equipment stripped since he hasn't been on the party. I guess it's actually not too much different, but still, could be better. As like basic equipment, I guess, probably, if you haven't really been getting the stuff to upgrade him. No, it's the same thing, eh? That just can warp away then. Still got plenty of those after all. Anyway, hey, what's going on? Thamasa. Yep, that's me. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford anything because, you know, I have been perhaps somewhat quick to run away from every single battle that I possibly can. That said, I am going to at least upgrade some of the equipables that I got here. Armor I don't think is going to be nearly as important, but well, not even going to bother, really. Uh-huh. How much does he not like strangers? By the way, you happen to have a clock in here, because I think it's time for an elixir. Nope. No. I mean, that's actually not that much, but still. It's not quite what we're looking at right now. Not quite what I want to spend. Or the palatial mansion. Wait, was that same kid that was standing in front of the house? That was... Maybe even more than the fact that he can use magic, it's more interesting that he's able to teleport like that. Hey, wait a second. There's a lot of very suspicious things going on in here. Anyway, let's get into the house. I don't know if I really consider this on the edge of town, but sure. Another character that I did not even remember at all coming into this game. It's like, oh yeah, he's like the blue mage character. Something like that. I do not remember. And also the blue mage type of character? I do not remember. Realm? Yeah, it kind of sounds familiar, but yeah. What a fussy old man. Oh boy! Anyway, that dog is a formidable fighting force, so I would watch out for that. Not only on the attack, but also defensive. Yeah, I bet. After everything I've seen going on outside right now. The first time we learned that Shadow's dog's name is Interceptor. Because that's a name. Anyway. Go talk to each one of the characters around here, but the obvious thing is to go take a rest at the inn. Why not? For 1 GP, it's a deal. Poor Locke cannot get a full night's sleep. This is like the 3rd day in a row now. Yeah, come on. You're not exempt. Or I guess you are. Whatever. Shadow, damn it. Well, let's go check it out. It's, of course, the gigantic mansion that I wasn't able to get into before. Where that kid day and night is apparently just standing in front of the door. He's doing magic, of course. Like, what else would you even expect? Magic? What is this magique? Never heard of it. So does this imply that all the Espers just went back to, just decide to start up a town out here? I mean, according to Rama, it's like there are guys that stayed on the other side of the gate, but you know, for all the like yelling and raging going across the world, it's like we're kind of expecting. I didn't really expect this sort of thing. Kids, don't go into a burning house, by the way. But hey, we get Strago now. And he's got lore. Check that lore. Wind water damage seems pretty relevant. And HP lowering attack, which is all attacks. But, you know, whatever. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, are you noticing this, man? It's like we walked into a burning house. I know that, yes, we are cool battle mages and everything, but that still seems like a very bad play. I don't know. And hey, it's the classic balloon enemy. Which I think, I don't know, I feel like they called it something else in the future, but yeah, that's called, I suppose. Some non-elemental and like blizzard physical attacks here rather than being super fire focused, which would just heal these things, obviously. There's a bit of a theme in this dungeon. That said, warp stones still work just the same. I still got like nearly 100 of them, so let's go. You know, the whole burning house it reminds me a lot of start of a Mother 3, which had to do in a very similar thing. It was a very tiny house turning into an incredibly large house as well, if I remember correctly. Hey, come on. At least I got their weakness, which is warp stones. Now, yeah, if I remember correctly. And I did. Cool. Wow, that was like super convenient for me. Yeah, I think if you go around, you can actually find some of the fire rods that they were talking about. But, yeah, you know what's way easier? Not doing that. And of course, as part of the whole prep up thing that I was doing, I did make sure to give everybody basically some kind of ice that's going to be fighting in this fight. Ice 2, yeah. Ow. Strago. That's pretty rough. And said I still have Cure 2 on everybody as well, I think? Actually, not entirely sure. No, I guess I only got Cure 1 on him. That said, you seeing the amount of damage I'm doing to this thing, it ain't gonna be lasting for too long. And even if it did, I should probably do one capture here while I can. Just to be sure. Because you never know what sort of good stuff bosses generally have. Which tends to be good stuff. Yeah, give me one more. I think that's also your Blizzard. Flame Saber, nice. Hey, come on. Don't just like buff up like crazy there. That said, not a problem. Reflect, though, is kind of a problem. I suppose I should kind of... Yeah, it's fine. The safe and everything, who cares? But Reflect was more what I was worried about. Let's get big heals then just go for it. I'm just otherwise going to keep casting Ice 2 until I can't cast Ice 2, basically. Oh, that was it. Yep, that works. And when it's a clear element you're going up against, it's like it ain't too bad at all. Probably in the next room. And there we go. Well, you guys did walk into a burning house. Cool ninja firefighting tactics. We use warp stones around here, Shadow. You know this. All right, well, now I think you have to explain. Yeah, are you guys all the Espers we released or what? What's going on? Yeah, I know. Where's some of them? Once again, fantasy racism. Yeah, it feels like they're less world-threatening than we initially thought, though, given how little has happened in tenure in this town. Okay, sure. I didn't realize that they were a, like, synthetic thing. Espers. Certainly they got the ability to create their own world and everything. That seems, I don't know, strange. Well, anyway, unfortunately the fourth party member isn't Celis. It's Shadow and Strago. Sure, why not, I suppose. Oh, come on, Shadow. You were barely even here. You didn't even participate in the previous fight. You know, you got paid good money to do this, I assume. Ah, well. Can't say I didn't see that coming, though, given how it usually goes with that guy. Anyway, next up, I guess we're going to actually go find the Espers proper. Because there's not really too much else to do in the plotline.